I found an ad in a Variety Hollywood newspaper. I was always looking for a way to put our music in a movie. The band looked so absurd and unique that I thought people would pay attention to us because we had an odd look and we played some incredible music that could only be appreciated if you were a little avant-garde yourself. The part in Lunch Wagon was given to me by Ernie Pintoff, the director of the movie. After seeing his ad, we met, and I played him my music. He liked it, and I count him as one of Missing Persons' earliest supporters. The plan was he was just going to put my music in the film. I convinced him to put me in the movie playing my music. That was so I could get in the movies. It was part of my plan to be a movie star. But it wasn't really a big part. The movie wasn't major or anything. It was me dressing as I was myself. It was a simple little movie. The part I played wasn't what I had in mind when it came to being a movie star. But it was a movie nonetheless. We arrived on set in the Datsun B210 with pinstripes. I had to really twist Terry's arm to get him to have the car dealer add the pinstripes to the car. He argued with me. What do we need pinstripes for? I said, because it looks fucking cool. Terry didn't want to pay for that. I finally convinced him and made him pay for it. We drove onto the movie lot in that car. One of fellows that was cast to be in our band, pretending to play alongside with Warren and Terry, and I was James Van Patten. He was the son legendary TV star and icon Dick Van Patten. He took me over to his house to meet his dad. James was a lovely fellow, a handsome movie star. We got a little cozy, but it didn't go all the way. In the scene, we act like we're playing a concert, and when we walk off the stage, the guy who played our manager walks over and says, "Hey, Teddy." My character's name was Teddy. The manager says, "Hey, Teddy, it was a long tour, right?" I said, "Oh yeah, it was a long tour." Then he gives me a kiss. Warren walks over and says, this line that wasn't even in the script, he just improvised it. Something like, must have been a long bus ride. And they kept it in the movie. I guess Warren wanted to be a movie star too. We were so innocent. We were babes in the woods. We so loved the opportunity to be part of a movie. It was so much fun when they said, it's a wrap, and the crew cheered. I thought to myself, here I am, getting in the movies. My big movie debut was the only real film role I ever got. But when I see the film Lunch Wagon, I don't see me as a movie star. A movie star to me is Jean Harlow or Jane Mansfield. Not so much Marilyn Monroe, but I loved her for her beauty. The movie stars that I idolized were in black and white. I never saw them in color. I'm more so a black and white movie star to myself. I'm not so much the full-color video chick people think of me as. In my mind, I am so black and white. That is why shooting the cover of the Rhyme and Reason album with Helmut Newton was so important. That image is how I saw myself then. More on that later. No other acting roles came my way after then or since, except for the one almost moment where I had to kiss Michael Keaton in an audition for Billy Wilder. More on that later in the book.